Transformational Leadership in a Testing Time. This coming Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Is January 17th. Also, it's a full moon day, so we're gonna have full moon bath on the same day as Martin Luther King Jr. Day. He gave a lot of wisdom, very truthful wisdom, before he passed. This is the powerful one also. We must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools. And that is so true, that those trade of hatred, division, it doesn't happen now. It's happened since thousands of years ago. But with the new technology, with the advancement of many tools, it makes it faster, stronger. So we need to be very mindful with the power we have. It can turn to be the good one or the bad one. And that is very important. And he electrified the public in 1963 with his speech, "I have a dream." I guess lots of people, 100,000 or more on that day, August 29. And it's a big moment for civil rights movement. Then less than a year after that day at, I think in front of the Lincoln Memorial Halls in DC, it comes the Civil Rights Acts that prohibit racial discrimination in employment, education, and outlaw racial segregation. In public places, school, buses, park, and swimming pool. So from the movement start from one part of USA, and then it become the national act, which also inspire civil rights movements around the world. However, it's like a breakthrough in that moment, but the darkness doesn't go away completely yet, right? And then in 2000, that time, 2020, with the events happened with George Floyd, Black Lives Matter campaign really explode, not only in America, but around the world. I think I shared with you before that there one interesting statement that, the system is not broken. It was designed that way. And we need to really work together in unity to design a new system, because it's intentionally designed in the way that the powerful take control and then not give much opportunity to the one less, power. So we can celebrate any great leadership, but it need to be more. It need to be more. And today I would like to show the simple definition of leadership: the action of leading a group of people or an organization. This is from dictionary. It doesn't tell that we'll lead in a good way or bad way. It's just the action of leading a group. When you among the people, more than one, it starts to form the group at home, at company, or in your family. And then there will be some action happen. So leadership will happen, good one or bad one, if we are not so aware. So you don't need to be civil rights movement leader to gain leadership. Good leaders are needed everywhere. father, mothers, yeah, leadership is your teacher or student leader, CEO or manager, or church and temple leaders, and many more. And we can discuss that we need to take a look on the term leadership more closely, that sometimes we don't know that it involves us in many aspects of our life, that we need to take good leadership on particular area or particular topic, or when have some issue in family or something in the company or among friends, that if no one take leadership, the good one, then leave things in chaos and trouble. So today I would like to share with you the Buddha way to transformational leadership. You know, yesterday I tried to take a look back to what Buddha taught, and then also from my personal experience seeing my teacher, and also my application, how Buddha teaching can transform a person or a group. Then I just walk in the park and then it's just reflect. I hope it to be practical. And we can see that the Buddha himself, yeah, there's some similarity that in his time, yeah, it doesn't call racial discrimination, it called caste system control, right? In India, that people are born from their belief system, different part of God, and we're not the same. So the Brahmin at the top, you know, the advisor to the king, and then Khattiya is ruler, and then Vaisya, that's merchant, yeah, tradesmen, and then Sudra, labor from the feet, and Dalit, it means when anyone in those castes cross marriage, they call Dalit untouchable. Very racist system in those days. And Buddha himself, when he realized the truth about karma, he had karma liberation. That no, we will respect each other by action. If you have a good action, you are respected. If you have a bad action, no matter what surname you have, you are not respected. We not follow you. Yeah. So he really made a spark 1,000 years ago with that karma liberation or equality. And then he created the Sangha, yeah, that start among the monastic community. Now in the West, I guess that you call this gathering Sangha also. Yeah, the gathering of people who learn Buddha teaching and want to practice well, right? The Sangha. So in the Sangha, yeah, we try to let go our name, our title, anything, and just join as I'm a male Sangha. I want to learn good ways of life and practice together. And let's take a look on some of the words of wisdom from the Buddha. He shows some direction for leadership in the Buddha way. Irrigators regulate the river, you know, in agriculture. Irrigators regulate the river, make the river go the way to the farm. Fletcher, the one who made arrow, Fletcher straighten the arrow sharp, right? The arrow sharp. Carpenters shape the wood. The wise control themselves. That's the Buddha. Yeah, so the one who in control, then powerful. The one who use their power not in a good control of themselves, they are powerless, they are drunk by the power, which is not a good leader according to Buddha view. Yeah, the wise control themselves. And today I'm delighted to share with you 4 steps of transformational leadership. If you Google, you will not find this because it's it's not from the Google. It's from my walk in the park and reflecting what Buddha teach. 4 step. Hope it to be practical. We will take a look how Buddha used this 4 step to transform his community and beyond. Right now, more than 2,000 years, his teaching still vibrate right now. Right? He had that 4 step. And then I will use one example that how we put that into the real context. Then you can imagine your own application maybe after the session. So number 1, great personal vision. Yeah, to have a transformational leadership, it comes from great personal vision. Why I say personal? Yeah, great leader change themselves first, not change other, not demand from someone else. Yeah, so we will take a look. What is that great personal vision? It's great, it's personal and universal at the same time. Great personal vision, start from that. The second one, simple but profound action. Yeah, it should be simple, then other can do it, other can follow, but it should have profound impact on that person and others. The third one, loving and sincere connection. Yeah, any transformational movement, it should come up from sincerity, from love, from kindness among us. And the last one, inspiring and meaningful direction. Yeah, once more people join in, yeah, it's not how fast, but how correct what we are moving to. It's not about the speed anymore. When it's a lot of people, direction is so important. So many times it's noisy. It's so many discussions, so many ideas, and what is right, what is wrong, what is the correct direction? Are we lost? That is a question that transformational leader need to keep asking the group. Are we still on that direction, or we kind of distracted and get lost? Let's take a look. Yeah, great personal vision. Yeah, I'm sure you start to feel more familiar with this picture. Right? Prince Siddhartha, he's shocked that he in a palace his whole life, and his father, King Suttotana, don't want him to realize the truth. And one day he escaped. And then he have this, we call the foresight, aging. Oh, someone get old, sickening, sick people. Someone gets sick, and then dead body lying down, burning, dying, and he kind of scared to death. Wow, that will happen to me also. And then he saw the last one, the ascetic who are meditating, that look calm, not look troubled, like the aging one, the sickening one, and the dying one. And then have some glimpse. Maybe the answer is in the last one, when we can take control of our own mind. Yeah. And then it comes the great personal vision. Why it's personal? It's about me. And why it's great? It's not only me, it's everyone, right? That I want to overcome suffering. If I can liberate myself, that will be the answer for humanity. Yeah, this is great personal vision that I use a term, I frame it. Yeah. The second one, when you have a great personal vision, he come up with simple but profound action. Simple but profound action. The Noble Eightfold Path. Yeah. The complete set start with right view, right understanding, lead up to right concentration. That 8 step concerning the concept the action and the purification of one's own mind to keep developing oneself, right? And in that Eightfold Path, we can put it in 3 simple words: avoid bad, do good, purify the mind. So that is simple but profound. Want to overcome suffering? Avoid bad as much as you can. Do good as possible. You can do it, and purify the mind. That is the base of good and bad. That is simple but profound action. And number 3, loving and sincere connection. Yeah, what is that? So one, Buddha has a great personal vision. He practiced, and then he realized that avoid bad, do good, purify the mind. And wow, this is anyone in the world can benefit. Buddhist, non-Buddhist, doesn't matter. They can benefit from this. Then he started to expand that transformational process through loving and sincere connection. So he firstly thought of his teacher, Arara and Uttaka, sages, the one who taught him to experience the jhana, the first one before he became enlightened. But sadly, Arara and Uttaka already passed away. And they are the Brahmin, so they attain certain state of good meditation and reborn in the Brahma existence, not nirvana. So Buddha, wow, they're gone. Maybe next time that he can help, but right now they passed already. So he thought of the second group, which become the first group in Buddha teaching, the 5 disciples. This is the 5 Brahmin who keep following him. That since he was young, especially Kodanya, the oldest Brahmin, since Siddhartha was born, that, oh, I will follow you, you become the Buddha. And after that, after he enlightened, he traveled back to his country, to the surprise of the king and the queen. Siddhartha, why you walk like this with your bow and beg food from others? We have a lot of food in the palace, right? Not understanding why the prince doing that. Finally, he gave a teaching to King Suttotana and Queen Maya. They are both enlightened. Not Arahant or highest state yet, but become a noble person, shining inside. So it starts from a loving and sincere connection. And a fourth step that's very important, inspiring and meaningful direction. So it was said in the Pali Canon that in around 6 months, so by the calendar is like from full moon May until full moon of February the following year. So less than a year that he gathered one by one, until that day, full moon in February the following year, there is 1,250 Arahant or enlightened one. And all those 1,250 directly ordained by the Buddha. Right? You can see that loving and sincere connection. He knew every one of them. 1,250. Less than a year from one Buddha become 1,250, and it's all have loving and sincere connection. They meet with the Buddha. The Buddha talk to them, right? So this is a moment he need to set direction. He need to set example. It come up this called Ovada-patimokkha that he gave on Makhabusha Day. Sometimes we call it the heart of Buddha teaching. Like this is a roadmap, how Buddha teaching can transform one person and the whole humanity. Ovada mean the saying, patimokkha mean enlightenment through practice. So, rough translation, this is a teaching that if you practice, you'll be enlightened. Yeah, that is the heart of Buddha teaching. Maybe some other Saturday, I will go into detail and then translate to the modern day for you one by one. But today we have a quick look that that's 3-part: ideals part, and then there is principle, and then method. Ideas like the vision or the ideology, like that's how we take a look on his teaching. He starts with number 1, patience is the highest austere practice. You want to help yourself and others to be enlightened? Patience is very important. That's what we really need for a better society. Understanding and be patient. Take action, but be patient if the result doesn't come out the way we want yet. And nirvana is supreme. And then he's not a monk who harm another, or nor is he a monk who oppress others. So no harm, no oppression. Through the process of try to make someone understand, no harm to them, no oppression to them. And then principle part, this is why bad do good purify the mind, right? Giving up all evil, cultivation of good, cleansing one mind. This is the Buddha teaching. And the last one, method. He come back again, not insulting, neither harming. With the modern day situation, in economic, in politics, in society, we can see that how much we're far away from this. Not insulting, no harming, right? In Dhamma principle, well restrained, like a practice well. Knowing moderation in one food, eat in moderation, sleep and sit balance. Some other Saturday, I will go back to this. Wow, why is it so important about eating, about sleep, and then sit balance, and striving to the heart sublime, like practice to be enlightened. This is Ovada-patimokkha. So that is a direction, right, for a lot to follow. And now millions around the world still following that direction. And that is transformational leadership. Let's take a quick look on this one. I just would like to have this kind of experience-based teaching. And you can apply this 4-step in your situation. I just put one example. Maybe last Christmas or last meeting, and some family are happy, and then some places, some family have a challenging time, and then you realize that, wow, this is suffering. When we gather, it should be a happy time. Why someone say like this? Why some person act like that? And it's not a good family time. And then you have personal vision. Oh, I want to decrease the level of conflict in family gathering. I would like to know how to make it less, more harmonious, in the level of conflict. And it's not only my family. It might be family out there. Then you have a simple profound action. Oh, I learned this 4 bases of empathy from Monk Burin, from Monk team. To have a good time, 4 things: giving, endearing speech, helpfulness, and consistent tactfulness. Let's see, right? With the personal vision, right? It comes, okay, I will do it first. When I join the gathering, I will follow that: giving, endearing speech, helpfulness, and consistent tactfulness. Be tactful to each person. Not say, not do the way you want or always, but how this thing will help someone else. Like have that happy mind to offer that service. And then loving and sincere connection. And when the conflict starts, there will be the easy one you can talk to, and there will be the difficult one that it will make more trouble. So start with the easy one. Yeah, not a difficult one. And move on to the more challenging one if ready. That's how we have a great vision, good heart, even sometimes challenging, and family issue. Always not easy. We love each other, and that's why it becomes sensitive. So start with the easy one. Then move on to the more challenging one if they're ready. If they're not, okay, this time for gathering, we patient. We accept it. That's what Buddha suggests as the first ideal. Be patient. Maybe next time we can do better. And the last one, if it worked well, and you need to prove by yourself that, oh, I have self-victory, I can do giving, I can have endearing speech, I can be helpful, and I can be consistent, tactful to each person. It works. And when you talk among the people who gather, well, that's a good idea. So next time, when we gather again, let's follow that 4 step of empathy, right? Plan it for the future gathering. And if it worked well, wow, now you set a good direction. And with the social media, with the tool we have, you don't need to be the policy maker to let many people follow your example. Just have a testimonial video, to inspire the family. Storytelling, how it started, what is the difficult part, and how you overcome it. This could be a transformational leadership you can share to the world. Okay. So, summary. 4 steps of transformational leadership: great personal vision, simple but profound action, loving and sincere connection, and inspiring and meaningful direction. Hope that will be helpful. And when you have time, think of something and then you can put that structure and let's see how it works. Sadhu.